G'day, it's Brak the War Boss here. How are you? It's that time of the month. It's time to have a look at the Gearguts monthly releases. And being the end of June, let's have a look at the June releases. Now, before we have a look at the new releases, I'm just going to show you the 3 different places you can get them. And this is Geargut Mekshop. It's probably best for the North American folks, so USA, Canada, and there'll be links below in the description, but yeah, you can have a look up there, geargutsmekshop.com, and this is what the page looks like. Now, if you are Australian like me, then the best place for you to go is OTP Terrain and Miniatures, and I'll put this link up so it's a direct link to the new releases, because their website, it's a pain to navigate, but I find it difficult. And if you are the UK site, so I suppose UK and Europe is fully cycled, and that's where you get to be. Follow there and you'll get here, and voila, there you go. Alright, now that I've done that, let's go and have a look at the releases. First up, Armored Bruiser Boss A. We can sort of tell where he got this inspiration from, can't we? I like it. It's nice big armoured boss with a very huge chopper and a squig. This is really nice and tasty. Oh, very, very nice. And it's got the raised checkers, which I quite like. Good for my painting. The head looks nice and fierce. And this chopper, it is amazing. First I thought these little exhausts on here was his hand, and I was wondering how the hand went from there to there, but then I realised I was looking at it wrong. So I stopped realising that and started realising why I look at things strangely. But that's another story. Bionic arms. I really like how Gearguts is giving us bits to play with. Especially for some of those older boys hanging around, it gives it that extra bit of flavour for that nice modularity that we're sort of wondering may go away. But anyway, this is a Gearguts video. Love the rocket one. This might be interesting to have on, tank buster arm, especially the knob tank buster. That'd be great. I like that. And we've got these pincher claws happening here. And I do like the pointed finger. Bruiser Assault Gunners E. Oh, we're up to E already. So that means there's 5 Bruiser Assault Gunners. And yeah, look, they're nice. Check out the face. Got goggles and this big extended mouth and his tongue's almost poking out. But he's not licking his lips like the fellow up the front. And look, some nice leg supports there, spiky leg supports. A lot of good detail to get your brush into. Yeah, these are nice. Bruiser Guard Goblin Gunners A. Oh, I've seen some of these painted, and they looked really, really good. And these look really, really good too. So they have a very Death Creek sort of feel to them, don't they? So we've got a couple of different poses there. We've got these two. These look the same gun. These are looking slightly different as well. And then we've got this fellow up here, which is, he's just not working out how to use your gun properly. And he's having a bit of a search for something too, so maybe he's trying to find the enemy. Bruiser Guard Goblin Gunners B. Oh no, I like these. These have a little Tommy hat that I actually quite like. Well, I bought the Goblin Gunners A recently, and well, ding, there's a thing. And yeah, they're really, really nice. These are fantastic. It's nice to see them in a dynamic pose as opposed to marching, but the marching ones are quite cool too. I'll definitely get these and I'll be mixing them up. Really, really nice. Bruiser Medic E. He looks like he's a boss. He probably left to inflict a little bit of pain. And he's got a little orderly or got medic there on the wheel, and this is obviously for help holding some sort of IV drip for those long operations. Now check out this paint. He's got this, he looks like he's going to extract some teeth. I know that Gearguts has been to the dentist recently, so maybe this is sort of making him think, maybe a bit of subconscious going out there in his designs. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Liking the claw, like the big yelly voice, the legs, these cybernetic legs look really interesting. I like the legs, the cybernetic legs, and I really like the cross stitching on this short here. Short, pants, trousers, leg. Anyway, I'm sure you get where I'm coming from. Bruiser Shock Troopers F. Yeah, these are nice. They're big, bulky guys. Get ready for the fray, for sort of melee weapons. I've got this chopper here, which is a bladed chainsaw chopper. Little slugger there. And they have all the features that you've come to expect on a Gearguts model. So you've got these leg plates, and they've got these nice looking, I do like the straps around the shoulder plate. And yeah, so we've got various grins. We've got the tongue licker over here. We've got the yeller in the back. And this guy's just, he's thinking about something mischievous. The Bruiser Tank Hunters F. Wow, they have a very medieval feel to them, don't they? I'm really enjoying the crossbows. At the moment, this has got to be my favourite, but that could change. But yeah, look at that. So we've got all the different dynamic poses. I'm standing still, pointing, running. We've got the loading up the rocket onto the crossbow. We've got the pointing with the crossbow. We've got the adjusting the crossbow at the back. We've got heads turned at various different directions. Now, these aren't modular. These are mono pose. But there's enough variety in here that they look really good. And even if you were to duplicate them, it would still be enough. There's enough variation in here to sort of give a nice feel of a varied army. Yeah, 10, we can go 15. I think 15 would look good too. Now, there's something about this I just don't like. I don't know what it is, but I get where he's going with this. I believe it was a commission, so it's not really my cup of tea, but I could understand a lot of people may like it. It also reminds me that I probably need to go and do the lawn soon, and this is probably really good for my jungle out the back. Yeah, it's a weird one. I can appreciate the design. What do you think? Am I wrong about this? Do you like it? Please comment below. I like these. Bruiser Bikers A. So they're quite nice. Like these big chunky wheels. The various shooters. We have two different types of choppers. And I believe these guys are having a backpack as well. Bruiser Boss C. Now he's an interesting one, isn't he? He's bare-chested. There is so much going on here. I have no idea what to look at and to talk about first. So let's start from the bottom and go up. So yeah, your stock standard Gearguts foot there. And we've got this interesting leg protection here. So a lot of detail, a lot of rivets and bolts. And then we've got lap. So there's a skull, and this, it doesn't look practical. You know, I'm sure it would get in the way, but I'm sure if you fight it, this guy's in a scrap, he wouldn't care. I love this revolver style slugger. The claw is quite nice, as we've seen before, and I do love the squig on the top there. And we've got some dead animal of some sort, and there's bones on there. Why he's keeping them on his shoulder pad, who knows? You probably shouldn't question a war boss anyway. Well, I wouldn't last long, would I? And this face, such an expressive face. He's obviously yellow noir there. And, oh, look at his teeth. You really get some nice, great detailed work on these teeth. Great sculpt. Bruiser wagon B. It's interesting. We've got this big roller here. Can't see any weapons, but yeah, I suppose you could. There are some other weapons you could put on the back here. They tend to come with a bigger gun, but this one doesn't, which is interesting. You know, some spaces here where you can put glyphs on, double tracks. It's look, I'm not sold. I think I like it. There are other Dakar wagons which I would definitely buy first, but I do like this roller. It's nice. Just need to take a moment out to have a sip of coffee. I'm a little bit thirsty at the moment. Oh, that was nice. Let's get back to it. Bruiser Veterans A. Yeah, I like these. These are really, really nice. Okay, so we've got 4 with these helmets. These got bucket heads and they're poking out. And there is 2 with very large choppers and 2 with double kill saws. The fellow up the front, nice big yellowy waz type of face. So veterans, they're probably knob. Bit bigger than a knob, I would say, and that's what you would use it for. Brute Bruiser, Sneaky Bruisers A. Yep, they've all got, looks like a dagger. He looks like a dagger. I'm hoping they've all got daggers here. Bit hard to tell from that angle. And we don't know what this guy's holding in the back here, but they've got various daggers on their kit. And this fellow with one in his mouth, being all like a pirate-esque. Dark Bruiser Biker Boss A. Now I believe this was a commission as well. Someone wanting a more chaosy type. Now I like the bike. I'm a bit unsure about the furry legs. Twin dagger here, it's not really super shooter, that's got a special name, can't think of what it's called. Good, the shoulder pads, very spiky and dangerous, and he's got 1 but 2 chopping devices. Yeah, just imagine him riding along and hoeing into the enemy and just hacking them up with that blade. That's a nice story for the kiddies, isn't it? And here he is without his bike. So he's got 2 nasty looking weapons. This hook type device here, and we've already seen this chain sword, and the legs, I think they look better from this angle than on the bike. We've got 6 skulls. That's a lot of skulls. Dogosaur Herd C. I'm sure there's a joke there. Heard of Dogosaurs? Yeah, I see them too. Yeah, sorry. I get you the dad jokes. Yeah, I like these. You can never, these would be fantastic to have. I just think that the game needs more squigs. Or Dogosaurs. Look at the grin, their teeth. This would be a pleasure to paint. And so would these guys. Dogosaur targets. That'd be good to put on someone's boss's shoulder so they can actually help to see where they're shooting. And they're all different. Ignore the big TV, see? Should never sit too close to the TV. It does make your eyes, give you square eyes. Really liking these, the eyelid work, and their lips, very similar. There's some beautiful grins here. Yeah, these are fantastic. I know I say fantastic a lot, but this deserves that word. I do like this. I'm not quite sure what I'd do with it. Probably be really good to hold my coffee on. It's huge. He's a biggin, and I am doing a Grot Rebellion army, so this could be the pride of the fleet, so to speak. Yeah, beautiful stuff. We've got all these turrets along the side. They all look like they've got big shooters, and there's a bigger shooter. Or command deck and a radio satellite dish with the Grot Rebellion emblem of the star there. Oh wow. This is nice. This is very, very tasty indeed. Goblin Jets A. Oh look, I like these. I am going to get these as soon as I can. And yeah, I've got an idea for it. This is definitely going for my Grot Rebellion army, and because they're all rockets, I'm going to stick all 3 on the one base, and they will count as maybe the burner bomber or the blitzer bomber, one of the bombers. But I think maybe the blitzer bomber. I could turn them into burner bombers too. That wouldn't be. I could muck around with that. So I don't know, but they'll definitely be going on just a big flyer base, all 3 on the same one to represent an orc flyer. I just love the design. The wings on this one looks great. These little goblins look like they're having fun. Oh man, these are nice. And there's rockets galore everywhere. so you wouldn't have to worry about WYSIWYG too much. I suppose you could, if you wanted, put these as a substitute as a deathcopter with rockets, but there are other Goblin deathcopters in the Gearguts range, which I think probably would be, well, for my aesthetics, I think I'd go with them first and use these solely for the plane. This is going on my to buy list. Ooh, do I really need another mega mini tank? I've got one. Yeah, ding, there's a thing. Oh, but wow, look at this one. It's a different style. It's the same and different. And do they all come with these shooter guns? Big shooters on a mega tank, quite powerful. These are they're quite strong playing. I haven't played with them, but apparently they're quite good. They're very, very good and reasonably cheap for what you get. I think I might be getting another one. Gearguts, you've done it again. You know, he says he doesn't like doing comedy, but you know, with his goblins, he really puts them out here. There's a goblin in the kitchen. Look at this. So we've got the appliances, the Mini Walker E appliances. There's a scorcher here, and that looks like is that a washing machine? That's definitely a fridge, and there's a stove. These are great. These are fantastic. Ooh, wow. Pirate Bruiser Naught A. Okay, so one of the Naughts, and look at it. Dirty great big claw on this side, dirty great big gun here. I suppose you could use it as a Mega Dread. The face is intriguing. Brickwork? Oh, what the heck? It's odd, but strangely compelling. Wow, and I like these glyphs, the little skulls. One on the knee pad. Oh, on the knee? There's not really a pad, is it? And one up here on the top bodice. So there's a lot going on here, and I think I like it. All right, some more bits from Geargut. So some pistols. So we've got 8 pistols of various shapes, but very similar size. So we've got some with little choppy bits, and some without. We've got some that are wrapped, and some that aren't. Yeah, if you're into bits and you want a different type of gun, then yeah, I think Gearguts is your place. I'm really, really enjoying the fact that he's doing this now. Okay, I mentioned copters with rockets before, but that was for grots. These aren't grots. They're bruises, aren't they? And we've got some twin rotor blade action going on here, and they've got rockets going on. I think for an alternative deathcopter, that'd be great. That'd be really good. It'd definitely spice up your army a bit, wouldn't it? And I do like this sort of base thing that's got going on here. So it obviously raises it up a bit, so you won't be accused of modelling for advantage. Very tasty indeed. And I do believe this was it. Okay, well, there you have it. So this month's releases, what do you think? As I said before, there are a couple of places you can go to check them out. So that's, but the links will be below in the description. So what do you think? Which one's your favourite? Is there any you don't like? Are you going to go out and buy some? If you do, go and check them out. Now, there's a couple of things I did notice. OTP Terrain, they don't have any of the new releases up. And I do believe the same with OTP Terrain, which is a bit sad. They're usually on top of things. OTP can be, but maybe they've got some things going on. But look, if you saw something you liked and they're not on, go to the website and it's not on there, flick them an email and ask and say, look, I saw this. And do you have it? Because I'd like to buy it, and I'm sure they'll make it for you. And if you do, send them an email or buy something, tell them I sent you. I won't get anything for it, but it's not, they'll want to know. Trust me on that. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. Do all the algorithmic things. And if you would like to help me out financially, there's always Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. The links are in the description. Okay, time to toddle off. So remember, if you go on crumpin', you've got to bash early and bash often.